Friends, again, Shabbat Shalom to everyone out there who's sharing in our worship. It's an honor to speak to you this evening, as it always is. And one of the only benefit of doing this on Zoom is that I'm able to watch Becky and Nathan as they lead worship. And it's really lovely to be able to do so. Shammai and Hillel were two of the most renowned sages in Jewish history. They lived a little over 2,000 years ago in the land of Israel. Shammai was known for his severity and his temper. Hillel was known for his easygoing understanding. And the Talmud teaches to describe this difference. It says, our rabbis taught a man should always be gentle like Hillel and not impatient like Shammai. According to rabbinic tradition, it happened that one certain non-Jew came before Shammai and said to him, make me a convert to Judaism on condition that you teach me the whole Torah while I stand on one foot. Shammai was infuriated by this person's arrogant disrespect. Out of nowhere, without any effort, the person believed that the Torah, with all of its beauty, riches, could be condensed into a one-liner, a tweet. Rabbi, teach me the whole Torah, but keep it short. That's what this gentleman was saying to Shammai. Without saying a word, Shammai pushed him out of his presence with a stick. Then the man went to Hillel, and he made the same conditional offer. I'm ready to convert on the condition that you explain to me the whole Torah to me while I'm standing on one foot. Hillel did not reach for a stick. He looked straight at him and said, what is hateful to you? Don't do it to someone else. That's the whole Torah. All the rest is commentary for that Zil Gomor. Go and learn. Instinctively, we like Hillel. He was kind and gentle and accepting. He offered a beautiful, simple message. In effect, being nice. That's all you need to know about Judaism. Go off and study more. I don't like Shammai's attitude in taking a stick and pushing someone away. But Shammai was also sharing an important truth that should not be discarded or dismissed. Judaism is too serious to be summarized so succinctly. It makes many more demands of us than just being nice. This complexity is revealed in a statement of Shimon the Just, who says, Al shlosha divarim ha'olam omeid. The world stands on three things: Torah, avodah, gimilut chasadim. In effect, he is saying that a serious Jewish life must be built on three serious commitments. First, Torah. Learning. Judaism is a 3,500-year-old tradition. We are a text people. Our literature is filled with wisdom, both about how we should act and how we should think. Without continuous nurturing from the wellspring of Torah, our Judaism is just empty. Second, avodah. It means work. It means service. Most specifically, it refers to the ritual life of Judaism, the synagogue, prayer, the holidays, Shabbat, the part of Judaism that gives it texture, that gives it feeling. And third is gimilut chasadim, deeds of loving kindness. If we don't go beyond ourselves to care for others with love, compassion, and empathy, there's something fundamentally missing. One is not more important than the other. They're all essential. And I'm proud that we at the New Reform Temple take seriously all three components of this serious Judaism. I think we take very serious Torah study. I think we're very committed to worship and the bringing of Judaism into our homes. And certainly, I know we're committed to deeds of loving kindness, and I'd like to focus in that this evening. Deeds of loving kindness, gimilut chasadim, is something that has been intensified in our congregation over the last several years. Our leaders and I have come together with the belief that we need to be deeply involved in social justice and civic engagement. What we have within the walls of this congregation are wonderful, but we need to take what we believe in outside of our congregation. Our new Reformed member community, our new Reformed Temple community feels a strong commitment to the repair of the world. And for decades, our members have been engaged in a variety of important projects to strengthen the social fabric of our community. We have many wonderful connections with organizations throughout the Jewish community. We have a sacred bond with Jewish Family Services, and we're involved with them on many levels. We have engagement with the local hospice and various organizations that our members care about, are involved in. But tonight, I want to share with you a new relationship that we formed. Our Social Justice Committee and our Program Committee has created a unique new connection between the New Reformed Temple and Operation Breakthrough. And we are thankful for Susie Block, a board member of our congregation who has been dedicated to this organization, for making this connection. This organization's mission is to provide a safe, loving, and educational environment for children in poverty, and to empower their families through advocacy, emergency aid, and education. Operation Breakthrough cares each weekday for more than 650 children ages 6 weeks to 14 years. And in order to give you a perspective on this wonderful organization, I just want to share a brief film that will give you a sense, just a little sense, of what this extraordinary organization is about.
There were times when Operation Breakthrough's waiting list was over 1,000 children.
I was paying half of my wages, $800 a month, for daycare. I was really needing Operation Breakthrough.
We would invest years getting children ready for kindergarten, and then we would have to say goodbye because we just didn't have enough space in our school-age program.
An early education center serving the working poor is expanding.
The nonprofit preschool and child care center bought the old Jones store on the other side of Troost to add classrooms for nearly 300 more kids.
The expansion has allowed us to add 80 preschool children. When you have the opportunity to take children off the waiting list, you look for the children with the highest need. Our new families have average incomes of only $600 to $700 a month. A third of them are homeless.
He starts Operation Breakthrough today for the very first time. We are staying in a domestic violence shelter right now. We take 4 buses in the morning between Operation Breakthrough and my job. We have to get up at 4 a.m. I was paying $400 every 2 weeks for someone to watch him. She was just letting him sit in front of the TV all the time. They have taught him so much here. Every day it's like, Mom, can we go to Operation Breakthrough? Mom, is it school time? He's just so different. He's not anxious. He's more the Javon I used to know.
When they first came, I saw a lot of children that had trauma. So we do a lot of loving. We do a lot of cuddling. We do a lot of telling them how important they are. I can see the progress.
For the last 3 years, we have sent over 90% of our 5-year-olds to school ready. And that's compared to a national average of less than 50% for children in poverty. School readiness is about so much more than just numbers or letters. It's about physical development. It's about health. It's about managing your behavior. The expansion gives us so many opportunities to work with children in new ways.
This is Bible Lettuce. As you see, it's growing real good. What we planted is rainbow charge, sweet basil, and arugula. We're gonna sell it. For our calculations and our testing, I'm gonna charge $2 per plant. What I'm gonna do with the money is I'll split it with my siblings and my grandma. When I grow up, I want to start my own company. Come down to buy our delicious plants.
Abdu's mom died in a car accident last year. He and his sisters moved into their grandmother's one-bedroom apartment where they sleep on the living room floor. As you look around the new Maker City, it's easy to forget the family circumstances that surround a lot of our kids. The Maker City is a totally different environment. It's a place for them to really explore their passions.
I could do that all day. I never cooked at home before, but when I came here, I cooked pancakes, pumpkin pie, and ham and cheese omelets. I learned how to use recipes here. At home, I'll probably make an omelet for my mom so she can see how good of a cooker I am. This place is for people that have a lot of curiosity like me. Oh, is this one a Snippy? Yeah, it is. The Digital Media Lab is kind of like a computer room where you have to do missions to unlock things. A video camera, a GoPro. The missions are like tests. If you want to touch things, you have to do the research. I wanted to unlock the camera first. It took about 14 days. It was a really big process. This place is really, really important to me. Nobody in my school knows how to do what I can do here in Maker City.
When I first saw the STEM lab, I didn't know what STEM was.
Whoa!
I didn't know that I liked building things until I went in there. My first project was building a vacuum cleaner. Miss Mary said she needed a vacuum cleaner for her house.
Do you think we should make one?
So I'm like, oh, okay. So I built it out of a water bottle, a motor, a wire, and other stuff. It sucked up a lot of paper and crumbs. I made another project called a prosthetic hand.
Ready?
When you pull the syringes, the fingers pull down. And when you push in the syringes, the fingers move up. And that's a hydraulic hand. When I'm in the STEM lab, it gives me ideas what I could do when I grow up. Like being a scientist or doctor. It feels good to know that you did something.
That's cool.
I'm powerful. There's so much strength in you and me. Powerful. A breath away from victory. I matter, you matter, we matter.
This building is more than a building. It is an outward, concrete symbol of the love of this community for the work that these two nuns have done, for the people that they have helped, and for the mission that they continue to foster. It is a visible symbol of what it means when people care about other people.
Thank you for believing in us. We love you.
You can see that this film is incredibly moving and impressive. The Social Justice Committee has committed our congregation to support in a tangible way the work of Operation Breakthrough by recruiting members of our congregation in a new, exciting project called DigiTutoring. This innovative program provides academic tutoring support for students in grades kindergarten through 8th grade. Volunteer tutors work with children online. Tutors can select an age and grade level of the child with whom they would like to work in one of the following areas: homework, reading, or math. Instead of a student and tutor trying to share a computer or a book or needing to sit together during the pandemic, both the tutor and the student have a computer and headset to increase independence and efficiency. Tutors use Zoom to host a video call with the student over the computer. The sessions will run from 20 to 30 minutes. A training session is provided so the tutor understands the parameters and techniques of these tutorials. Technology support is provided. This is an incredible opportunity to impact the lives of young children in our community, and we can do it from our own homes. DigiTutoring can change the lives of young people who are in need of special support in Kansas City, Missouri. We need you for this project. You don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to leave your house. You can control how much time that you want to give to this. Every one of us is qualified for the job. We just need to make the leap of action. If we can give only 1 hour a week, we can change the lives of children. Voting is a way of changing the world. Protesting is a way of changing the world. Writing letters is a way of changing the world. Giving money is a way to change the world. But joining our congregation in DigiTutoring can transform the lives of others and can transform us. God created us so that we would be challenged. God created us to transcend ourselves, to stretch ourselves. Every one of us has some time to give. In my 10 years at NRT, I've discovered the big-heartedness of our members. And when you are called upon to act, you do so with incredible generosity of spirit. I know our congregation will not let us down. We need you. So if you want to be involved, and I pray that you do, you can contact the congregational office, and they can connect you with Susie Block, who is coordinating this program for us. We'll give you her email address, or we'll give you her phone number, 913-236-7394. And by next week, you will be receiving a formal invitation to be part of this project. Friends, we have an opportunity this evening to change the world. That's a rare and important opportunity. I pray that we come together as a congregation to do this extraordinary activity and project together. It'll make a difference in the lives of children and make a difference in our lives as well. Shabbat Shalom.